see. All right, there we go. Okay. All right, let's grab these eggs, man. Let's see, I got one, two, three, 4, 5. Okay, I'll make 5. All right. 4th, top of the morning to you. Film, top of the morning, bro. What's going on? We got another banger to talk about today. You know what I mean? We got another one. Let me get some butter. Make sure my lighting is good. Wow. But today, family on the Breakfast Club, by the way, I got some new pans. These joints have been really, really nice. Ceramic. Uh, been cooking food really good. Non-stick ceramic, man. Been enjoying these bad boys. Nice and big, deep. Can sit your food in there. That's the next host for our food with the Breakfast Club. So I got 5 eggs. I'm going to make eggs for me and my wife. I also have some leftover chocolate chip protein pancake protein waffles that I made yesterday. So I'm going to toast these. That'll be my carb. I'm going to have possibly some avocado. And I haven't decided yet if I want bacon or sausage. Both easy to make. I think I'm going to just go with the sausage today. But we got the pan ready. And I'm ready to get into the discussion of, can you build with all family members? Can you build with all family members, man? I'm going to break the ice with the question, can you build with all family members? I think that's a question that has plagued a lot of people. I think we've already come to the conclusion that you can't build with all people. So I just wanted to get a little bit more specific and say, can you build with all family members? Because building with strangers is not a requirement. You feel me? But I feel like when it comes to family members, it's just a little more obligation there, if you will. Do me a favor, as you come into the Breakfast Club, if you'd be so kind, hit that like button while we get the butter in the pan. And we're going to get breakfast rocking and rolling, man. You know what I mean? So what do y'all think, man? Right off the bat, I don't believe you could build with all people. I don't think you can build with all coworkers. I don't think you can build with everybody. I think everybody's different. I think that some people pretend like they want to build, right? But they don't really want to build. Some people are uh, are takers and not builders. You feel me? What's going on, Shauna? What's going on, Shauna? You says no. I'm saying from experience. True, true. And the thing about it, right, is um I know for sure you can't build with all people, right? Like I was saying earlier, everybody's different, and it's also a question of, do the people have building in their heart? Is it something they want to do? You feel me? Because a person hangs around you, it doesn't mean they're trying to build with you. Sometimes they're trying to learn from you. Sometimes they're trying to observe you. Sometimes you're just accessible and available, right? But when it comes to building, you feel me? Angelo, how you doing? How y'all doing? When it comes to building, like, what makes the qualities of a person that you could build with? I'll start. You ready? I'll start. What makes a good quality of somebody you could build with is a person that is optimistic. You feel me? You can build with an optimistic person. If a person is pessimistic, it's very difficult to build with them. What's up, Wandy? How you doing? It's very difficult to deal or build with pessimistic people. You feel me? Angelo, I'm sorry. Habla inglés un poquito, brother. You feel me? You can't really build with pessimistic people because they're gonna find the negative in everything that you say. No matter what you say, they're gonna find a way to debunk what you're saying. You know what I'm saying? So it makes it very, very difficult to, got some black pepper here. Makes it very, very difficult to build with somebody that's pessimistic. I'm saying that from experience. Like, you could tell a person every day that their life's gonna get better. And if they don't want to believe it, a little onion powder. If they don't want to believe it, they're not gonna believe it, no matter what you tell them. They will stay right there. And that goes for family members as well. Like, some people will literally tell you why life won't get better. And as a person, all you could do is believe them because they don't want to change their mindset. So we got the eggs going right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to move these eggs over here, right? That way I could drop the sausage on this side. I should have got the bigger one, but I didn't. All right, so the eggs are there doing their thing. I'm gonna take some breakfast sausage, put it right here on the side, and rock and roll, right? Shoot, 2, 4. All right. So now we got both of them cooking, baby. Let's go. Fourth wall says, "Will a lot of people don't want to see everyone up?" Very true. Very, very true. Um, a lot of people don't want to see everyone up. Henceforth, the crabs in the bucket analogy. Nah, you're right about that. You're right about that. It's very true. So let me ask you, you know, with that being said, you know, when it comes to building, right? How can I make myself a good candidate to be able to be built with? Or what makes me a good person to build with? What would make me a good person to build with? What are the qualities? You feel me? What would make me a good candidate for building? I'll tell you what, optimism makes you a good candidate for building. Optimism. All right. Pessimism, which is the opposite of optimism, makes you a not so good candidate to build with. Right. Another thing, not being able to admit when you're wrong. It's hard to build with somebody that can't admit when they're wrong. It's very difficult. Very, very difficult to build with somebody who can't admit when they're wrong, or just say, "Hey, man, I missed this one." Not for guilt, not for shame, but hey, I just missed it. It's life. We miss things. It happens, right? But we got to be able to say, hey, I missed this one. It's not life or death. Just a little oversight by me. We're going to get better. We're going to get better. Another quality that makes it hard to build with somebody is asking for help, but you know all the answers. That's one of my pet peeves. I really dislike when people ask for help, yet they're trying to tell you how to help them. Like if you're asking for help, you should be all ears if you think the person can help you. If you come to people premeditated on how they should help you, you're not desperate for help yet, brother or sister, because you still have answers as to how you should be helped. If you need help, you should be all ears. You shouldn't be saying too much if you think the person can help you. You know what I'm saying? I think it's very difficult when people ask for help, yet they got all the answers. Like if you got the answers, then guess what? You don't need me. Slime, what up, Slime? I remember you. I think I do. You look familiar. How you doing, bro? But you get what I'm saying? Like if a person come to me and they're like, yo, I need to lose weight. I'd be like, all right, look, this is what we got to do. Yeah, but my last trainer said, and I'm like, yo, why are you asking for help if you already think you know what you're doing already? You doing good, Slimes? Answer that poll question for me, bro. Ryan the man, of course I remember you, bro. How you doing? How you doing, my brother? Let me go ahead and put these protein waffles that I made yesterday in the toaster. I made some chocolate chip protein waffles. I'm about to put these in the toaster. That way I can have a nice little carb. You know what I'm saying? But do y'all get what I'm saying? It's hard to help somebody that thinks they know how they want you to help them, right? Like if you're a person that's been lifting weights for 10 years and you don't have the results that you want, right? And then you come to me and we chopping it up, right? And you're like, yo, I need to lose weight. When you come to me, you should come humble. That's another thing that family members got to understand. If you stay humble, we could build together. You feel me? That's right, Slime Plays Yum, bro. Yeah, the waffles came out good, man. Video coming soon for the protein waffles, man. They came out really good. Really good. Came out looking good, too. I'm going to put some avocado on the side of this right here to make the breakfast complete. Turn this pan down. Let me go grab the avocado while that cooks. You feel me? So we got a nice avocado right here. Get a knife. That sounds good. I want some. You know I got you, bro. You know I got you, bro. But what are y'all thoughts on that? What do you think? Can you build with all family members, or is that impossible? And then maybe you could add, like, what are the qualities that make a family member that's worth building with? You feel me? All right, so we're gonna take these sausages, put a few over here, put a few over here. All right, so right now we got egg, sausage, and then we got the waffle, protein chocolate chip waffle on the side of that. So that's what it's looking like so far. And then we're gonna go ahead and put a nice avocado, right? Good fat, good healthy fat, solid. All right, let's see. Unless you got that family we all can get along and they want to see you succeed in life, but some people aren't fortunate. No, they're not. But I guess the question would be, what are the qualities that you would say that you possess in order to help your family be better? Like, what do you bring to the table? Fourth would be a question that probably would be a good question. Like, if I had to ask myself what I bring to the table, it would be I'm a solid person, bro. Like, I'm gonna support you in your endeavors if it makes sense to me. I'm reliable. Like, if I say I'm gonna be somewhere, I'm gonna be there. Reliability is a huge thing in our society where people are cool with being unreliable. Creativity, I like that. Where not we? Say again? Where not we? What do you mean by where? That's the avocado. I'm gonna put a little crystals on the avocado just to give it a little pop. And breakfast is looking pretty swell, y'all. We could put this butter up. You say where not we? You gotta let me know what that means. But yeah, so we talked about what makes a good friend. Yo, bro, you make a good cook. Not gonna lie. Appreciate you, man. Correction. All right, no problem. So we're gonna do a little maple syrup. Little maple syrup, right? And look, we're gonna keep breakfast super simple, but we're gonna make it taste good, man. I think breakfast should taste good. And look at that. A little maple syrup and breakfast is ready. I like a little smorgasbord. Protein, chocolate chip protein waffle, 3 eggs, sausage, and some avocado. And I got the rest of this avocado for later. Isn't that beautiful? It's beautiful when you get a ripe avocado, man. Doesn't happen all the time. So I got a little crystals hot sauce on the avocado. I'm gonna go a little black pepper on the avocado, and we're gonna finish this conversation over here, man. Let's go. But I think when we talk about family, right, the same qualities that you look for in a friend should be the same qualities that you look for in a family member. I mean, why is it so different? Whatever qualities that you look for in a friend, those same qualities should be in a family member. I don't know why we separate it. If a person doesn't make a good friend, they usually don't make a good family member. Now I know it's weird because people are like, "Oh, that's my blood," etc., etc. Well, I tell you what, we're at the point in life where it's got to be a little more than blood. And you have a good day too, Slime. Have a good day, bro. It's got to be a little bit more than blood that keeps us together. All right, we got to start actually having love for one another. It can't just be blood. Oh, we grew up together. That's fine and dandy, but there has to be a little more that keeps us together. You know what I'm saying? This looks amazing, by the way, man. Smells good. I just can't wait to tackle it, right? But what do y'all think, man? Drop it in the comments. Should a family member meet the same standards as a good friend, right? Should a family member meet the same qualities as a good friend, or because we're blood, we shouldn't expect that from them? Because we're blood. What do y'all think? Drop it in the comments. Let me say grace, man. Let me pray for my food, and let me pray for y'all too, man. Much love to y'all. Gracious Lord, thank you for this food. Let it be nourishment for my body. Bless everybody in the chat. I pray they have an amazing day and that purpose will fill their life from this day forward. In Jesus' name, amen. So look, what do y'all think? Should family members meet the same criteria as a person that you would hang out with as a friend? What do y'all think? What do y'all think? Or are we asking for too much? I don't think we're asking for too much, by the way. I don't think it's asking for too much to require people that are in your family to be a good friend. Like, come on, man. I think we going backwards as a society, man. Like, in order for a relationship to have continuum, we have to have mutual love and respect for each other the same way your friends do, man. What do y'all think? Chasing Gain says, bro, I'm feeling high this morning. I'm not gonna lie. You're saying you are high or you're just feeling high? You are high or you're feeling high? I hit 305 bench. Wow. Gains, brother, gains. Hey, you say you're chasing gains, bro. So when you're chasing gains, I mean, what do you think's gonna happen, man? Congratulations, bro. Congratulations, bro. Shout out to Chasing Gains, man, for making that happen. But yeah, I think that the same qualifications that we have for friends should be for family too. Unless they're your kids, of course. You know what I'm saying? Like your kids, they growing and learning, right? But as far as grown people that have a mind of their own, they have a life of their own, they should meet the same criteria that you would require as a friend. First time, yeah, 315 is no joke, bro. If it's the first time, bro. But you got it up there, bro. You got it up there. All that matters. But yeah, what do you think about that, Chase? You think the same criteria that we require for our friends should also be for our family? I feel like because you could choose your friends and you can't choose your family, we kind of like lowered the bar for what a family member should be. You know what I'm saying? I think if you say, hey, I'm not going to allow my family to do X, Y, Z, I think somebody might bat an eye and be like, you're not a family guy. But it's like, is these things worth your peace? You got to ask that question, y'all. I mean, you may be in a family where everybody supports each other. So that's a different conversation, right? But as far as I'm concerned, as far as the people I see, people have family issues, man. He says, right, Right. It's tough. Maybe it's tough. You really got to go out of your way to dislike a family member or they drive you crazy. You can pick and choose your mates. So are you saying that like okay, like what if you can't build with the family member or you feel like because they're blood you can always build with them? Is that what you're saying? Yeah, I think when it comes to your family, I think it depends on what kind of family you're born into. It's a lot harder to cut off a brother than it is a homie. For sure. For sure. But if I may add to that, can a brother still get cut off? Can a sister still get cut off? Or because you're family, you need to maintain that bond until the end? What do you think? That's where the question becomes hard, in my opinion. Like, what's the limit, right? And then I think when you bring kids into the picture too, I think it makes it a little harder. Like, let's say I have a toxic family member, right? Am I gonna bring my kids around that just because we're family? Yeah, I think so. If you clash like titans, maybe it's best to keep your distance. Exactly. And then you don't want it to affect your kids too, right? So I think you have to be, I think it depends on what stage you are in your life. But I think that holding a standard for the relationship is healthy in my opinion. That's how you protect your mental real estate, man, in my opinion. Like I think if your friends are more reliable than your sibling, I think that's a problem. Yeah, I think that's a problem. I think that sometimes we take family for granted because they're close to us. It's easy to do, by the way. Very, very easy to do. I have two great brothers. It's really helped me not letting in semi fake or fair weather friends. Yeah. See? And guess what? Because you have two great brothers, it's created a standard for what you will allow in your life. And you know what I think? I think that when it comes to building, right? I think that people that want to connect with others, they have to verify that they're connectable. I'll give you an example, right? If you want to pair your headphones, okay, let's look at my mic right here. You see my mic? If this was a Bluetooth mic and I wanted to connect it to my phone, I would have to turn the compatibility on here, and I would also have to turn the compatibility on my phone, right? What I'm noticing is people talk about wanting to connect or build, but a lot of them don't have their Bluetooth on. They have a wall up. So they want to build, but they're not vulnerable enough to let their wall down to be able to cut their Bluetooth on so that connection can happen. You can't need community and need building and not have your Bluetooth on. Hello. You can't need building and need connection but have your Bluetooth turned off. It's not going to work. Hello. It ain't going to work, family. Not going to work because you're wanting something out of that person without having the necessary openness to build with the person. Does that make sense? It makes sense to me. You know what I'm saying? If you're looking to connect and build with others, you have to make sure that you're open to doing that. Because if not, you're going to be expecting people to come where you are and pull you out. That's not how relationships work. You're not looking for a relationship, you're looking for God. You did. That part. You know what I'm saying? So it's just food for thought, man. Something I was thinking about this morning when it comes to building with people, right? I've been fortunate to have some good family members, and I have some family members that are they just be there, which is okay, everything is not going to always be perfect. But my whole thing is people don't talk about it, man. People have family issues and nobody talks about it. Everybody goes in their corner, everyone does their thing, and then they congregate at the funeral. And even that don't be right. You feel me? Well, I thought I would bring up the topic. The hard conversations, in my opinion, have to be had so that we can keep growing. If we don't have the hard conversations, what's up, Chase? If we don't have the hard conversations, man, we're going to keep going through the motions, man. We're going to be going, but not growing. So I'm that guy, the hard conversation guy. For the sake of growth. I got some girl on Facebook dogging me about bringing babies to protest. What do you mean? Like they brought their baby to a protest, or you brought your baby? Yeah, politics can be very trivial and defeating, bro. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy, Chase. Why would you bring your kid to a violent protest? Sometimes radicalness can make you dumb. You think you're being radical, but you're really being dumb. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. I couldn't imagine bringing my baby to, yeah, for real. Low IQ for sure. Low IQ at the minimum. Yeah, but that's crazy. Chase, where do you live? Are you in like Canada or something? Are you in Canada? I don't know why I feel like you're in Canada somewhere. Canada, or are you in England? Oh, okay, got you. You're in Tennessee. Okay, got you, got you. I don't know why I thought you were out the country, bro. I don't know why I thought that. Are you a Tennessee Titan fan, or you don't watch football? Are you a Tennessee Titan fan, brother? So I guess for you, chasing game, I guess this question doesn't hit home because for you, you get along with your family for the most part. Sounds like you get along with most of your family members. I used to watch when we had Decent had Henry, but we're cooked right now. I just got a new coach yesterday. Yeah, I bring up topics that I feel like people don't talk about but need to talk about. Not really doing it for me either. What are we talking about? Football? Not really doing it for me. I like college ball. Yeah, good game last night, man. Didn't end the way we wanted it to in Florida, but nonetheless, good game. Wasn't no blowout. Good defensive battle. I liked it. I come to terms that maybe I'm just meant to build by myself. Um, as long as you have joy and happiness doing it. But I'll tell you this much: um, I don't really think any man is an island. Any man or woman is an island. Just my opinion, though. But try it out and see what happens. Chase, explain the arc for us. Explain the arc that you're speaking on, brother. Like a phase. Fourth wall. Let me ask you this question: would you say that you're an optimistic person? Winter bulk art. Would you say that you're an optimistic person? Like a season, got it. I think the question becomes like, how long have you been going through that arc for? You feel me? Um, Not you in particular, fourth wall, but in general. Like if I meet a person and they've been going through a season forever, that ain't a season. That's like a lifestyle now. Seasons usually come and go. At some point, I should be growing from that season and transitioning to another season. Like if I'm training somebody and we're always in the same space, we're not growing from it. That ain't a season. That's just a lifestyle. Like we just not getting better. You feel me? So yeah, four. I will ask you that. Would you consider yourself an optimistic person or a pessimistic person? It's all love. Not anymore, to be honest. But I have encouraged people that I thought were for me to either start a YouTube channel or find him a job or shoot, even help someone get their CDL. Yeah, I mean, you can think somebody's for you, and they may be for you for a little while, but after a while, you gotta just accept it, bro. Like if they're not for you, you gotta just move on, bro. Don't hold it to them. Realize that that's just who they are. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't let what nobody did to me like totally like make me be in a mental state where I'm just like defeated because of a person took advantage of me or whatever. Like that's part of life. Like people are gonna do that. But now you know the signs of people that aren't real and you know how to move accordingly. You know what I'm saying? That's family members too though. But I'm not about to live my life less than because people came in my life and stole from me or came in my life and took from me. I'm not about to let that run the rest of my life. They already hurt me. I ain't finna let them keep hurting me. Hello. Like if you hurt me, I'm not about to let you keep hurting me. You know what I'm saying? You already hurt me. We moving on now. Sometimes you gotta cry it out, right? Sometimes you gotta go through that grind, that emotional grind of moving forward, right? Sometimes you gotta do that. But what we won't do is stay there and soak in it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years and we still trying to find ourselves. If that person hurt you, don't let them hurt you no more. You hurt me already. Now I'm gonna grow from that hurt, right? Even if I gotta cry it out, even if I gotta feel like less than for a little while until I can get back to my rightful thinking. Healing takes time. Alan Gorilla Tag, what's up, bro? How you feeling, man? You good? You know what I'm saying? So I think it depends on your mindset about healing. Is healing your number one priority? You feel me? You doing good, Alan? Shout out to you, Alan, man. You know what I'm saying? You owe it to yourself to heal. You feel me? You owe it to yourself to heal. All right, Alan, man, take it easy, brother. All good, man. Hope you have a good day, man. But you owe it to yourself to heal, right? But some of my clients will be like, I want to get better, right? But and this happened. I'm like, all right, look, out of everything, out of everything that happened, which part do you have control over right now? They're like, oh, well, I don't talk to them anymore. So I don't have any control over them. We don't have any communication. I said, okay. So which part do you have control over currently? Oh, well, I can't control the situation. It happened. I say, you're right. So what, out of everything, what do you have control over? The only thing you have control over moving forward is yourself. You can't change what people have done to you. It's impossible. But you can choose to grow from it, though. You know what I'm saying? That you can do. Well, I hear you, but when it happens over and over again, you have to keep healing and healing again. It just gets to a point where it's just why bother anymore. Not trying to sound down. Well, hey, bro, if to be honest, bro, if that's where you're at, where you feel like you don't want to try relationships, hang low till you're ready again. You ain't gotta force it. Hang low till you're ready again, bro. If you're not ready to grow from it, or I don't want to say grow from it. If you're not ready to let it go yet, you can hang out there until you get ready, bro. You know what I'm saying? But as a coach, I don't never tell nobody to hang out there because staying in it, in my opinion, is a waste of life. Like staying in that mindset, to me, I feel like I would just be wasting my life. And I used to be there, by the way. So I'm not talking from a standpoint of somewhere I've never been. I used to be there, and you still go through things similar. It's not all figured out, peaches and cream. You don't go through nothing. No, it's not like that. But at some point, I said, you know what? I gotta grow from this. If I stay here, and for me, it was God that helped me do that. God gave me the empowerment, the mindset, the mental fortitude, the spiritual awakening that came from spending time and growing with God. Because with that, I got the power that was outside of myself into myself. Hello. You feel me? Some things you just got to get to God, bro. Real talk. Some problems are just God-sized problems. People say, I tried this and I tried that. Have you tried God? Have you gave God a try? Oh, I don't believe. Well, maybe you should start because your unbelief is not helping you right now. Maybe you should try something different. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. Maybe you should try something different. That's what I did. It was challenging, but I got better. You feel me? Sometimes you got to try something different. If you want to go somewhere you never been, you got to try something you never did. Hello. That's the thing. Some people be like, not you, fourth wall, in general. Some people be like, oh, I've been feeling like this for a long time. Be like, yo, are you willing to try this? Oh, nah, I don't think that works. So you're not ready, bro or sister. How you know what works if you've been feeling that way for so many years? Maybe you got to try something different. Maybe. Maybe you have to try something different, family. Just maybe. You know what I'm saying? If I've been going to the gym and I'm trying to get a higher bench press and my bench press is never increasing, maybe I need to try something different. Maybe I need to try a different technique. Maybe I need to try a different recovery. Maybe I'm not hydrated enough, whatever, right? But if you're in your life and nothing's changing, maybe you need to try something different. Maybe. I don't know, but I have a slight idea that when people try things that are different, a lot of times they get better results just from them just simply challenging themselves to do something different. Here's something different. Now, by the way, I'm not saying go join a cult. I'm not saying go do something uncharacteristic in terms of something crazy, but maybe you need to try something different that you may not be trying due to the pain, the hurt, and all that, etc. Maybe you got to try God, man. You feel me? Just maybe. People tell me, I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna be praying for you. They'd be like, oh, well, I don't believe in God. I'm like, all right, well then don't sweat it. Yeah, but there's something I say, okay, well look, you're having a hard time in your life. Prayer is something I do. Why is me praying for you bothering you if you don't believe in it? I'm obviously trying to help you the best way I know how. You're triggered because I'm trying to help you in a way that you don't believe. Okay. Well, if that's the case, instead of me saying, let me ask a higher power to help you, I think that's positive whether you believe or not, because I'm wanting your best interest. You know what I'm saying? I think too many people have built in their mind how you should help them. What were you saying, fourth wall? I'm not trying to be that. You're not trying to be what? Listen, my whole thing is let's go and let's grow together, right? But I'm not trying to make anybody do something they don't want to do. Like growth is hard, yo. Growth is not easy, right? But it's necessary. Easy and necessary are two totally different things, right? Something can be easy, something can be something can be worth it, but easy and worth it are not synonymous. God is not the problem. It's the actions of God. If I have a problem and I prayed about it, it's like I was giving rest, but the problems still come back. I just don't have patience for God. A fourth wall. Think about the arrogance that it takes to say, I don't have patience for my creator. Think about that for a second. Think about the arrogance that it takes to say, I don't have patience for the creator. The creator should be responding when I ask for it. Bro, with that, you got to check your heart, bro. Think about the arrogance that it takes to say that. Hey God, I know you're managing the whole planet, but why aren't you changing my situation when I say change it? Think about that for a second, bro. Imagine me as a mere human saying, I don't have patience for the creator of the universe because the creator of the universe is not responding in the way that I want the creator to respond. Think about that for a second. That tells me everything I need to know about your issue right there. And I'm talking from a place of love, brother, but godly love. Yes, sir. That tells me everything I need to know right there, bro. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me see. Can you build with all family members? So, can you build with all family members? 56% of the people say yes, you can. I take it that most people that say yes have a positive family situation. People that say no either don't have a positive family situation or they're just open to the fact that not all families are positive. I mean, you got to look at both sides of the coin, family. All right, let me see. Let's see, 56%. All right, let me start one more poll question. Should you forgive everyone? I think that one right there. He said, well, at least I'm honest. I'm not trying. I'm not, at least I'm honest about it and not trying to argue, just hope somebody understand. No, I do understand what you're saying. But what I'm telling you is that is a you problem, not a somebody else problem. Like that's something that you got to get through with. That's something that you have to grow from. If you think that God is just going to answer how you want it when you want it, that's something that you have to grow. That's something you have to grow from because that's not how it works. You dig? So being honest about it, I think is healthy. By the way, so I'm not knocking that. But do you hear what I said? You thinking that God should respond how you want God to respond, and when and how, um, I would check my heart, bro, to be honest, because that's not a people that came into your life and hurt you problem. That is a you problem. That's a fourth problem, and we all got them, by the way. So I'm not singling you out. We all have problems with how we view things and how we think of things and all that, but it don't make them right. You know what I'm saying? Just because I feel a way, it doesn't mean my feelings are correct. I should observe my feelings. I should think about it, but it doesn't mean because I feel a way that my feelings are correct. Is it not? Is it not? Can you go through something over and over again and then you pray about it and there's no solution, just momentary relief until the next day? Uh, it depends on what you're looking for. So if you say momentary relief, are you growing from what God is giving you? So for all, let me tell you a situation. You could be looking for relief, but are you looking for change? Sometimes people want relief and not change. That's why the situation is not changing. So it all depends on when you talk about what you're looking for. Relief is not change. And what are you willing to do to change? Those are questions you have to ask yourself, brother. You from our conversations, you don't seem that open to change. You seem like because of what you went through, you want to hold on to what you went through. They hurt me, da 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 da, da, and I feel that pain, so I'm not gonna forgive them. I'm not. You're stuck in how your ways of how you feel. So if you're stuck in your ways of how you feel, what do you expect God to do? Hey God, change my situation. I'm not about to change how I feel, but change my situation. That's not how this works, bro. If you're going through something over and over, it's not because God isn't helping you. Sometimes it's because you're not letting God help you. You're telling God what to do. Hey God, um, help me, but I'm not gonna listen to this because I already seen what happened here. Hey God, help me, but I'm not doing this because this happened here. And it's like you're not finna run God, bro. Come on, man. That's not how this works. Imagine being a piece of clay and telling the potter what to do. That's not how it works. It don't work like that. The clay goes into the hand of the potter, and the potter molds the clay. And guess what? That mold is what you get. That's not even the case. I did say I prayed about it and only got momentary relief for it to come back the next day. It's not like I sit at home and just be not like I at home and just be. I'm going to hold grudges. I did try. Okay, well listen. Fourth, been talking to you for a while, brother. Um, you seem stuck in your ways, brother. That's just from observation. I don't know you personally, but you do seem stuck in your ways, bro. And that's from a coaching perspective. You do seem not really pliable. When advice comes your way, it has to fit fourth's mind. If it doesn't fit fourth's mind, fourth will ponder or reject it. So you don't seem that open minded to change, just from my observations. Now, again, I don't know you personally. You're not a client, so it's not like I've talked to you personally. But from observation, you have a way of thinking And if something doesn't fit that criteria, you kind of reject it, bro. And this is from months and months of observation, by the way. So you can come back and be like, "Oh no, that's not true." Da da da. Listen, that's between you and God, bro. I'm just saying, if I'm helping you, that's what I'm saying. You did. And another thing that people have to understand too, no one's coming to save you, bro. Just in general, like no one's coming to like a person says, "I did this, I did that, it didn't work." There's no one showing up saying, "Hey, I'm about to give you, I can show you the world." That's not happening. Aladdin's not happening. So we gotta go and grow with those that are trying to help us. You know what I'm saying? So if you want something you never had, you gotta do something you never did, man. That's how it works. You gotta try something different. Good. I'm glad you do, brother. And I mean that with love, by the way. You feel me? If you stay stuck in your ways, you can't expect anything to change for you. You feel me? Your pain and hurt can't be a gauge for your future. You can't be walking on eggshells like, "Oh, will this Nah, that's nowhere to live. You got to go to God, let God heal you from the inside out, and then grow from it, right? Humble yourself. Don't go to God with your own ideas. Humble yourself. I don't know everything. I'm not the creator. Excuse me. I didn't create time. I didn't create the universe. Humble yourself. You ain't all that in a bag of chips, man. You can be, but you're not there yet. Humble yourself. Let God in. Be quiet. If it's something that you don't understand, ask God for understanding, but don't think that you can run God. Hello. Don't think that God should move how you want God to move. You weren't there when he was creating the universe. Neither was I. That's why I stay humble and realize that I am not the creator. I'm not. People can say, "Oh yeah, I'm a creator. I'm a God too." That's your business. I'm not. I'm not a creator. Okay. I'm not. I'm not the author and finisher of my own faith. I gotta humble myself under God's hand so I can learn. I can't go to God with all my ideologies and say, "God, help me," but you need to help me through what fits between my two ears. That's not how God works. Hello. I'm hyped now. YouTube don't like the God talk, man. They don't like it. YouTube, they want brain rot material. They want some funny backflipping, dancing. They don't want that. That's why I got to start live streaming on TikTok when I get my setup, because YouTube don't want to hear good God talk. They want material that just entertains but doesn't help them grow. You feel me? Hello. You still there, Fourth? Or did you say enough of this guy? I'm out of here. See, one thing about me being a coach, I have to be okay with people disliking what I say, but come back and say, "You know what, man, that really," because I got to talk real. If I coddle people and just tell them everything's going to be all right, just go through, and, the sunlight will hit your eyes and it hit your pineal gland. And listen, I ain't doing all that. Some people just need to change. Hello. Some people just need growth to hit. Humble yourself so that God can help you. My boy say he's still here, man. I respect you, fourth wall. I respect you sitting through this. I respect it. I really do. You feel me? But humility will take you further than what you got going on. Lightweight Ryan, what up, man? I'm doing fantastic, bro. How are you, man? I got a new, fresh, crispy one. You see it? This one's brand new, bro. Crispy, nice and crispy. But I'm doing good, man. We just chopping it up in here, man. Um, we done ate breakfast. Now we eating wisdom, man. Just got out of the hospital. Are you okay? Lightweight. The cap looks new. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Fresh out the box, brother. I got to use one for indoor and one for outdoor. When you bring it outdoor, the sun messes up the other ones. So when I'm training people outside, I got to use the outside cap because that sun messes up the embroidery. You know what I mean? Dang. Lightweight. I tore my Achilles 2026, 2.5 years ago. I tore my Achilles 2.5 years ago, lightweight. So I feel your pain, man. It does get better, bro. It does get better. You just got to take your time with it. Don't rush back. Follow the procedures in terms of rehabbing. And I would also take some collagen, bro. But speedy recovery to lightweight, man. Speedy recovery to you, man. Yeah, most people tear their Achilles the same way. They push off that back foot while the front of their body is in front of them. And when they take that hard push, they feel a pop. So, yeah, man. Peace and blessings to you and yours, man. Speedy recovery, lightweight. Lightweight. Speedy recovery, brother. Quick recovery. Um, so the Achilles is not a quick recovery injury, but I will say I would start to take collagen. I would start to take collagen, maybe a collagen supplement like bovine collagen. That will help. Also, I would follow the rehab, lightweight. So I would follow the rehab, and then I would also make sure that I'm icing and elevating in between my rehab sessions. But if you just tore it, there's nothing you can do for it right now besides taking collagen. There's no rehab right now. Did you get surgery? Lightweight, did you get surgery or no? Did you get surgery or did you do it non-surgical? You got surgery. Me too. So, um, yeah, I mean, for the next 6 weeks, I mean, there's nothing you can really do, bro. You're gonna be out of commission. What I would do is find some weights that I can have around where I can do weights in the chair just for your mental. That's gonna be super important, trying to keep your mental going. But stay hydrated, elevate your feet, and take collagen. That would be my recommendation. That would be my recommendation. They said tearing three of the ligaments needs surgery, so I went with it. I miss playing the. Yeah. Yeah, much love, lightweight. Yeah, I was devastated when mine tore, bro, because I had never had a serious injury like that. But I do know this: before you play, as you get older, you have to do like a program. Like you gotta stretch, you gotta warm up properly, do some foam rolling. A lot of times we just jump out there on the court cold, and the Achilles doesn't like all that weight on cold muscles. It doesn't like that. The tendons don't like cold muscles. So, um, but you will get back to it lightweight. I'll tell you that much. You will get back to it. You're just going to play it differently. You're going to warm up properly. You're going to stretch properly. You're going to do things differently, but you will get back to it. When you first get surgery, you feel like it's never going to get better, but you will. But get you something at the crib, even if it's one of them little push joints. Get you some dumbbells. Get you some stuff. Get you some stuff for the crib. That way your mental, because it's gonna mess with your mental, bro. But don't worry about it. Keep active. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Even if you got to do some arm cardio stuff, they got the little headband thing you put on your head, and it's got a ball attached to it. You can get it on Amazon, and you just punch it for cardio. Get you some stuff where you can do sitting in a chair, because I know you're probably in a hard cast. Another thing I did, lightweight. One more tip. I got this thing off Amazon called the iWalk. The iWalk. I use the iWalk instead of crutches. I didn't use crutches. I used the iWalk. The iWalk acts like a crutch, but you can walk around hands free. It's a cheat code. When you get a chance, check Amazon and look up the iWalk. Much better than crutches. Dumbbells at your crib, good. Much better than crutches. I was fortunate to buy the iWalk. It's not cheap, but it's worth it. You strap your knee under it. I, as in igloo. I, as in Indian. Walk. WALK. But that I was able to walk up and down the stairs because I have stairs at my house. So with the iWalk, I was able to walk up and down the stairs. Yes, I was able to walk up and down the stairs with it. I was able to it was a blessing, bro. I was able to get in the shower, which is super hard, but we got through it. We got through it, and the iWalk was a big help. I was able to get in and out of my car. You almost type out. Yeah, you wouldn't have got it with that, but it helped tremendously, man. I tell you, man, that was a super super hard time. The recovery was hard. It just made me think about life differently. It made me think about life a whole lot different going through an Achilles tear. You know what's so crazy? When my Achilles tore, people on the other side of the court could hear the pop. Isn't that crazy? People on the other side of the court could hear the pop. And in my body, I could hear the pop loud and clear, bro. Oh my goodness. But I don't wish it on anybody. It happens to pro athletes as well as the non pro ones. So stretch, warm up, stay hydrated, be safe. Yeah, see? Yeah, it's not. Did your foot swell or something? Mine didn't swell. Mine didn't swell. Yeah, bro. After that kind of stuff happens, bro, it makes you rethink life, bro. It makes you rethink about life. Should I be playing this sport? especially if I gotta work tomorrow. Hello. Nah, I didn't sweat actually, but I couldn't stand. Got you. I was able to walk, but it was a very awkward walk. I had to walk all the way to the car. It almost felt like I was walking on my ankle. Did you feel a pop? Did it feel like somebody kicked you in your leg? Yeah, that was the first thing I heard. Yeah, yeah. And when you feel it, you're like, yeah, this is it. This isn't normal. When you feel it, you're like, yo, this ain't normal. This is different. I ain't never heard no pop like that in my body. This is different. That's how mine felt. I was like, yeah, this is different. This is. I ain't never feel no pop like that in my leg before. I done had ankle sprains. You know what I'm saying? Knee sprains. You know, hip impingements. But when you tear your Achilles, you know something's up. You know something's wrong. So they gave me 6 weeks in a hard cast and then 6 weeks in a walking boot. 6 weeks in a hard cast, 6 weeks in a walking boot. 6 weeks hard cast, 6 weeks walking boot. And when I was in the walking boot, I was going through rehab too. So they told me, yeah, they told me 6 months too. It all depends. They told me 6 months for full recovery too. Yeah, yeah, they told me the same thing. But it all depends on your rehab team too, man. Like I remember I was in the walking boot and I could barely put pressure on it, and they were like, "Oh, I need you to do some calf raises." I'm like, "Bro," I'm like, "Can I do?" Oh, they wanted me to do full range of motion calf raises. I'm like, "Bro, like I just started walking again. I can't do full range of motion." So I thought they would start me with partial range of motion. So it all depends on your rehab team. This is what I will say. Don't get stuck with your if you feel like they're making you do stupid stuff, try to look and see if you can find another one. Full calf raises, I think, is like way too much if a person's just getting out of the walking boot. I think they should be doing partial range of motion, building to full range of motion. Not, yeah, like why would you have a new like somebody that just came out of a cast be doing full calf raises? Like that's weird, bro. That's weird, bro. Like I can barely walk. But yeah, just follow the rehab, man. You're gonna be good. Four, if you good, bro, I hope you consider some of the stuff I told you, bro. Yeah, full range of motion. Like you gotta remember, like the calf raise or the toes control the calf and the Achilles. So I can't put that much pressure to get my full body weight up. Like I think that that's just weird. Um, but you're trying to follow the doctors and stuff or the physical therapists. But sometimes the physical therapists they're just trying to get you in and get you out, bro. Oh yeah, calf raises. Oh yeah, do this. Leg press. Yeah. I'm like, bro, y'all boys hurt more than when I do it on my own. Like y'all just pressing the lever without, checking what's in the gas tank. You still here? Yeah, man. Hopefully you consider what I was saying. It's coaching, man. It's tight, but it's right. If you want something you never had, you gotta do something you never did. That part. But yeah, lightweight, man, you know I got you, bro. Speedy recovery to lightweight. You know what I mean? Peace and blessings to all the people, man. Appreciate you sliding through, conversating, building. Y'all look for my new video coming out. I'm starting a series called Let's Deal With It. And it's basically where I pick a word or I pick a phrase and I explain with some detail on what the word means and also how the word can be applied in our own lives. So check out the new series, Let's Deal With It. We got to deal with the things that plague us, the things that hold us back. We got to deal with it. You know what I mean? So listen, man, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Hopefully you're having a great day. Hopefully you have a great week. And remember, no matter what you're going through, look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself, let's go, let's grow. Salute.